Hi, this is Lynn Langit. This is part 2 of my video on SQL Server 2012 data quality services, working with knowledge bases in domain management here. So at the end of part 1, I was showing you a domain rule. I was kind of running out of time, so I made a rule that is going to invalidate some of the data just to show you what that would look like. So country name is short, less than 20 characters. I can add or remove a rule. And I can add more conditions to this rule, so I can have multiple conditions if I want. And then to test the rule against the data, you just click Run. And then we go ahead and we could add a testing term for this if we wanted to, and say, we'll say AAA, just a lot of A's here. And then we'll say close. And then we'll apply the rule. And now it's going to say the invalid will increase from 0 to 121, and the valid will decrease from 1271 to 1150. Are you sure? Do you really want to do this? Just for the purposes of this, I'm going to say yes. And notice I can work with each of the domains over on the left side here. And now it's running that rule. So I can apply them to each value. And again, if this tree is new to you, so you can create a domain here, you can create a composite domain, you can import a domain from a data file, and where those files come from are DQS files. There's a different place to import other types of files that's in the next section. You can export this, and when you're done with this, you can run this on the test data, and here's where you analyze it on the domain values. So analyze it on the domain values, and then that's what we were showing there before. So once you're done with that, then you go to the domain values, and again, this is for this particular point in the tree, and you can see that here we are on the country and region, and showing you, first of all the values, and then what you can do is you can filter, and you can say which are correct only. You can filter by name, of course. You can filter by error. If you've run a rule check, which we didn't end up running, you can filter by invalids. So these doesn't have a place to correct it to. If you wanted to change that, you could say, I want to make this so that this is an invalid. Okay? So here it says it breaks this rule and couldn't be updated because you have a domain rule somewhere that says probably you can't have multiple words or something. So this is an invalid entry. So we're going to go back to the correct. If we wanted to add something new here, we could just click on a new and then add something at the bottom. So this is on countries, so I can say Lynn World or something like that, and then correct to and I want to say this is correct, or I want to say this is incorrect, and then if it comes up that way, what I meant it to come up as is 2 words, and then I've added that value inside of country and region. Here you can import values from Excel. Now the version of Excel has to be XLS, so 2007, or saving 2010 as XLS, and you can bring those in. So when you're done working with the domain values, another aspect of working with your domain is term-based relations. So what that means is you click inside of here and you say I want a particular value, so I'll say ABC, and I want to correct it to a new value, BCA, for example. And then I can apply that. So term-based has to do with words. So that's a little bit different than the other type of correcting, because this is individual words, whereas this is values. Then when you're done, you're going to say finish, and then that's going to apply these changes to your particular domain. And we're working with a test domain here. Now this is going to take a second, so I'm going to pause the video and then I'll come back. Oh, there it is. And then you say publish. It was a little faster than I thought. And then this will take you back out to the main interface and show you that you've created this new knowledge base. So this is working with domain management in 10 minutes, and I'm Lynn Langit. More about SQL Server 2012 and all things data at www.lynnlangit.com.